Hey everyone, how you doing? It's Craig Campbell from Pastor Craig's Vintage Cards. We are at part number 19 of my hybrid NFL set build. Cards from 1970 through 73. So cards 70, 71, 72, and 73. If you had a card issued, you're going to have one card in the set. For example, Carl Eller, he had cards 70, 71, 72, 73, but there's only one card for Carl Eller in the set. And same with a guy like Clarence Ellis or Randy Edmond up here. If this is their only card, it's their card in the set. So one card for each player. And this will be an interesting page here. Looking forward to talking about these guys. So let me get this sheet turned over here a little bit. And we'll zoom in on the card so you can see them just a little bit better. And we will get going with it. First up here, we've got Charlie Durkee. Charlie Durkee with the New Orleans Saints. And he was a kicker. His rookie card is a 1969 Topps. This 1972 card is his last card. Charlie was undrafted and signed with the Saints in '67, becoming the first kicker for the team. Charlie Durkee, first kicker for the team. He stayed with them in '68. He was out of football in '69 and '70, and he signed with them again in '71 and for part of '72. His best season was 1968 with the Saints. He scored 84 points. For his career, he had 243 points and was in and out of football with the Saints. Next up, we've got Ron East, Chargers, his rookie card. He also had a card issued in '74. Ron was undrafted out of Montana State, but the Cowboys picked him up, and he was the fifth man on their defensive line. He got traded to the Chargers for '71 and '73, played with the Browns in '75, Falcons in '76, Seahawks in '77. Ron played in 137 games in the NFL. He started 70 games. Over here we got Randy Edmonds, his rookie card and his only card. He was drafted by the Dolphins out of Georgia Tech with the 217th pick. He played with the Dolphins from '68 to '69, Patriots in '71, the Colts in '72. He suited up in 45 games, started 28 and had one interception and 3 fumble recoveries as a linebacker. Sid Edwards with the Chargers. This is his rookie card. He also had cards issued in '74 and '75. He was undrafted in 1967 and signed with the Cardinals, playing with them from '67 to '71. He was with the Chargers from '72 to '75, and the Bears in '75 as well. He played 94 games, starting 57, and he had over 300 yards rushing with 15 touchdowns. In his career, 144 receptions with 4 touchdowns. So Sid Edwards ended up with 19 touchdowns for his career. Here we got Dave Edwards with the Cowboys. This is his last card. He had cards issued in '69 and this one in '73. He got drafted in 1962 by the Broncos in the AFL draft with pick number 194. Dave chose to sign with the Cowboys instead. As a rookie, he was not activated for any games, and he put on some weight in '63 and started a few more games. By '65, he was a key linebacker in the Doomsday Defense. He announced his retirement before the start of the 1976 training camp. He played in 18 playoff games, winning 3 NFC championships, and played in Super Bowls 5, 6, and 10. Super Bowl 10 was his last game. Dave played in 181 games, starting 164. He had 13 interceptions and 17 fumble recoveries with 1 touchdown. Dave Edwards had a heck of a career. And I'll be honest, I don't remember that name at all. Surprising. Over here we got punter Mike Eischeid. It's his rookie card. And he had cards issued from '72 to '75 also. He was undrafted out of Upper Iowa. I know where that's at. Upper Iowa University. Mike punted for the Raiders from '66 through '71. He played in only 2 games in '71. He punted for the Vikings from '72 to '74. That's where I remember him. He was a punter for the Vikings. He played in Super Bowls 2, 7, and 9, losing all 3. He holds the record for most punts in the Super Bowl. 17 punts over 3 games. Mike Eischeid. Yeah, he was a punter for the Vikings, and that's why I remember him. This guy right here, Carl Eller. Man, was he ever a player. Hall of Famer, 2004. His rookie card is a 1965 Philadelphia. And he had cards issued in 70 and then 72 all the way through 80. He was drafted out of Minnesota in 1964 with the 6th pick by the Minnesota Vikings. He was an All-American in 63. He played for the Vikings from 64 to 78 and was part of that famed defensive line known as the Purple People Eaters. The Vikings won 10 Central Division titles in 11 years. They were dominant, and they were NFL champs in 69. The Vikings were also NFC champions in 73, 74, and 76. Carl being one of 11 Vikings to play and lose in all 4 Super Bowls. I mean, the Vikings were so good during that time. It still kind of blows me away they couldn't have managed to have squeaked out 1 Super Bowl. Carl was named to 6 Pro Bowls. In 1971, he was NFL Defensive Player of the Year. He was named to the NFL All-1970s All-Decade Team. Deserved so, too. I mean, Carl Eller was a tough player. He suited up in 225 games, starting 209. He had 1 interception and 23 fumble recoveries for 1 touchdown. Carl ended up with 133.5 sacks and 2 safeties. Again, he's in the Vikings Ring of Honor and was a Pro Football Hall of Fame inductee in 2004. And I don't mean to be so braggadocious, but Carl Eller was one heck of a football player. John Elliott. I remember that card as a kid with the just the red borders and him in that 3-point stance. I always thought it was kind of cool. It's his last card. His rookie card is a 1970 card. He was drafted by the Jets with the 71st pick in 1967. He was a 2-time AFL All-Star, a Pro Bowl selection in 1970, and a Super Bowl III champion. John played special teams his rookie year, but became a starter in the second year. He suffered a knee injury in 1971. He was just never, ever able to regain his former ability. He just suffered more and more injuries. And in 1975, he went to the World Football League, but that league folded after 13 games. John played in 85 games and started 68 games, but his knee just did him in. Clarence Ellis. This is his rookie card. He had a card just issued in 75 as well. He was drafted in 1972 out of Notre Dame by the Falcons with the 15th overall pick. He was a 2-time All-American. 70 and 71, he was consensus. So you can see why they drafted him so high. He was a 2-time All-American out of Notre Dame. He played for the Falcons from 72 to 74. He suited up in 41 games. He started every single one of them. Had 8 interceptions and 3 fumble recoveries. And I don't know why he retired after just 41 games. Played 72 to 74. Don't exactly know what happened there with Clarence Ellis. All right, guys. Hope you enjoyed this. I really did. This was a fun page to look at, and I'm sure that you already know that Carl Eller was probably, my favorite player on this sheet here. But I got to be honest with you, Dave Edwards, I had no idea that he had that long of a career at the Cowboys and played in that many Super Bowls. I just don't remember the name at all. So, nice sheet, though, of players here. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please leave a comment. There's a handful of you guys that really are pretty steady Eddie with commenting, and I really, really do appreciate it. Again, there's so many ways to enjoy this hobby. You don't have to build sets the traditional way. You can build them like this, and it's kind of fun to do it because you get to you have to do a lot of research and do a lot of planning and sorting cards, and it gets you involved with your cards instead of just having slabs somewhere. So anyways, guys, enjoy the hobby, and we will talk soon. Take care, everyone.